Greetings, Girthlings. Welcome back to Girth. Yeah, you liked that intro, didn't you? That shit went, Okay, look. Um, I know it's been a second since I've been here. All right. I'm not the best YouTuber. I'm new to this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta get used to the whole ebb and flow, this whole process, and little things like that. But you know what? I'm here right now. Okay. I know I said one of my goals for this year was upload monthly. Guess what? Can't do monthly. I'm gonna try as much as I can. At least, bare minimum. Yeah, I may as well quit if by the end of the year I only got 12 videos, but I should have more than that. Okay, because I'm actually trying this time around. That being said, today's video, as indicated by the title, is going to be a tier list of how the first 3 months of this year went, aka the first quarter. Okay, I'm only going to be rating. I'm gonna be rating each month. So we're gonna rate January, February, and March. Okay, this is gonna be like just an order of how much time I was able to put into each one of those and what I really set my mind to during each month, and just kind of give you like a rundown of how things went. Okay, we'll be going just kind of off tangent once I get through the tier list on just like my thought process and like where I want to go with other stuff here. But let's get right into it. January. Pretty good start to the year, honestly. I felt pretty good coming into this year with January, how everything went. Just seemed pretty efficient. One thing I will say, and I will give to myself, the diet that I had given myself at the beginning of the year was like dead on, man. I mean, talk about years of knowledge coming into practice. I understood that I needed the weekend to just be normal. So giving myself those 2 days on just maintenance calories, and then during the week just like locking in on that, yeah, that helped out big time. That helped out big time. Um, Overall, pretty good on the diet there. I didn't stray too far away from there. I know uh I'll be going into it later, but for the other months I started doing like this like picture thing. I didn't do that for January. Second thing in A tier, gold piece. Now, I know I've been talking about it, right? It's like a magical unicorn. What is gold piece? What is gold piece? When will he show us gold piece? When I get to it, okay? I'm gonna get there eventually. Eventually you'll see it, but just know I've been working, and January I worked the hardest. Okay, I had a deadline to meet, and I met it. I did a play test, and everything worked out perfect. It was awesome. It was an awesome play test, and I pat myself on the back for it. Okay, is that a sin? Is that a sin? I don't think so. I don't think so. Gold piece went great January. I put a lot of effort, a lot of work into it. But honestly, it came at the cost of a lot of other things. Not the diet though. It's still locked into my diet. For C tier, we got YouTube. And honestly, that's the only thing in it. I put enough time into YouTube considering how much I was working on other stuff. I still, obviously it was the first month, so I had the most determination to keep it going and like really get into it there. I uploaded 2 videos in January, that being the what I'm gonna do this year and half month deep, and there was never another video after that till this one. So I bet that looks really stupid on the algorithm there, but yeah, whatever. Who cares? No more follow ups to that one. This is technically a follow up, but it's more so like a summation of just how the first quarter went. Yeah, I think I did all right with YouTube. I did some editings, a little bit of editing for those videos there. I won't really be editing this one. I might do like a cut or two. But yeah, no, this one should be pretty bare bones. No fancy equipment here. I just want to upload more, really. That's kind of the goal, but we'll get into that later. F tier for January. Workout. I was doing whatever the fuck. Like, I for the workouts, January was kind of like my test month. I was just trying to like wean out how I wanted things to go. I still had a subscription to the gym. I hadn't even decided if I wanted to go like full like calisthenics or like free weight kind of home. So just because I where I'd moved is not really close to where the gym I like to go to is, and I don't like the gym that's around the corner here. And it's just not fun, not efficient. Was doing whatever the fuck, lifting whatever this day, whatever that day. Wasn't tracking very well. Hard time. Had a hard time. Wasn't too good. Next thing on F tier, cosplay. You couldn't even tell me the word cosplay. You couldn't even say it. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't being prepared for March at all. I was just doing Gold Piece and my diet and trying to figure out what working out was. It's like I did YouTube. Like I don't get me wrong, I was busy. It's not like I wasn't doing anything. I just didn't do shit for my cosplay whatsoever. And I would say I regret that. Maybe the cosplay could have been better. Maybe. I'm gonna be honest, the cosplay could have been better. February, the month I was born. This month was busy as shit. Okay? That's kind of the theme that goes throughout all these months. I'm just a busy guy. But February was really busy for me. And still, A tier, my diet. I didn't falter, man. Yes, I had some things here and there, but I kept it pushing. Okay? Despite all odds, I knew I needed to be very fit in order to do Weapon X for MegaCon this year. All right? And that was the only thing going through my mind when I had all the sweets laid out before me. Everybody's saying it's your birthday. It's time to celebrate, right? I'm locked in. Y'all geek. Y'all geek. I'm locked in. Y'all geek, but I'm locked in. That's how I was in February. That's what was my mindset. Don't you ever fucking tell me. Don't you ever fucking tell me that. Next A tier. Workout. I worked out very consistently throughout February. I got the plan down. I stuck to like a calisthenics thing. Just did it at home. Canceled my gym membership in January, and I stuck to it. I felt like I was getting stronger somehow. Probably some bullshit. But yeah, I kept pushing through it. I was keeping track very well for myself. Unfortunately for you guys, I didn't keep track very well. I have an idea of how I'm gonna do it in the future, so you can actually see how I'm progressing and see like how you could build a similar one with like calisthenics, because I want to keep that theme going and like just home gym shit. I don't really want to pay for gym, but also on top of that, it's just like I think there's value behind having like a planned game set thing in a home gym situation, and I kind of fumbled the ball there. You couldn't tell me shit about working out in February. Okay, I was working out often and a lot and consistently, and I was tracking it, and it was good. A tier. C tier for February. First one, Gold Piece. I was still kind of working on Gold Piece. Okay, after we hit the benchmark, after we hit the goal, it kind of weaned off a bit. A lot of other things came into priority. The next one, the next thing here on C tier, mainly taking over my time there that I would have spent on Gold Piece. It just didn't become a priority anymore. It just fell later on down the stack because of the next C tier. Next, C tier, cosplay. I had to start getting into it. I downloaded my STL files, right? That's for the helmet and the claws, okay? At this point, I had no idea that I was going to switch this, but I was thinking I was going to do an Ace cosplay as the next one. Did not pan out. Didn't buy shit. Wasn't prepared for that. But I downloaded my STL files. I bought those STL files. I was learning how to kind of 3D print. I was printing other shit. like my benchies and things like that. I was getting like putting that into the practice there. I hadn't really started like working on the cosplay. It's just like the idea of a cosplay. Like, it was very, very like fluffy execution there. F tier for February. YouTube. I don't need to explain it. I didn't upload anything. It was just bad. March. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I'm just trying. First A tier for March. Cosplay. I became a slave to this. I became a slave to that shit. I would get home from work and I would cosplay. That means I'm printing out the helmet. I'm printing out the claws. Oh my god, the claws. I printed out those Wolverine claws about 85 times, man. I think like 30 hours of just straight printing Wolverine claws. Fucking it up, going back. Fucking it up, going back. And it was like the same 3 claws that were giving me issues every time. It was ridiculous. I mean, I couldn't get shit done. The helmet came out in one go. Yes, it had some layer lines. Did it matter ultimately at the end of the day? No. Did I think it would? Yes. I did a little bit of sanding. Gave up on that once I realized I didn't want to risk like bursting through the helmet. So I just painted over that. Paint came out good. Broke the antennas when I was like actually putting on the cosplay because I only had 3 weeks of March, 2 weeks of March to actually get all the cosplay stuff together. And then the last week, I'm doing my Brooke cosplay because apparently I just decided that whatever devil fruit I was going to draw out of a little baggie, I drew this one, Brooke's devil fruit. So I cosplayed Brooke. Maybe, nah, not here. I won't do it here. I don't feel like that. I'm just going to upload this. But I did a little video with my girl and we drew them, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, that was fun. I did a good on the Brooke cosplay. That one wasn't too stressful. I just had to make a top hat. Found like the right clothes and stuff. I did a human Brooke. I thought I was gonna do this dead Brooke, the skeleton one, but I didn't have time to get the STL files because I just, it was bad planning. But Wolverine was a pain in my ass. I broke the antennas. I broke the claws when it came to the actual convention. But you know what? When I walked around as Weapon X, and my diet was clean throughout January, February, and spoiler for the next A tier, March. I just looked shredded. I looked like I came out alive, you know. And I mean like normal human. I don't mean like fucking Instagram lab rat, whatever the fuck shit they be putting on there. I mean, I just looked good. I looked slim. I looked good. And I look strong. Okay, that's what the working out was for. Yes, I locked in a lot for March there. I think I was able to put in that last bit of effort there. I got some like wires and shit to come out the fucking back of the helmet. I got LEDs and like a fucking block speaker to put on my hip for the Weapon X. It looked awesome. It looked awesome. Might throw up an image here since I have to get into the things anyway. Next, A tier, diet. All the sins I had committed in February needed to be made up for here in March. I had like nothing the week before the convention. Some on purpose, some not on purpose, but the diet wasn't fun at this point. I was very tired of the diet. Not because the diet was like bad or hard, just because I did a damn strong diet, more than I would ever recommend to someone just like actually trying to lose weight like consistently. I lost a pound and change every week leading up to the convention. I was 10 weeks out at the start of January, and I started at 150. I lost basically about a pound and some change. I think I ended at like 138. So a pound and some change every week really gets to your head. And just the way I did it, I didn't feel too bad, but because the diet was legit, basically just whatever I wanted, calories only. Um, Try to keep it nutrition focused and try to keep yourself full, but give yourself, let yourself get whatever you want sometimes. Keep yourself within check. And honestly, just because I've counted calories often before, really allows me to like gain the full benefit of this diet. Or like during my weekends, I didn't like crash out and do anything too crazy. There was no C tier for March. Everything else was sacrificed. F tier, F tier, F tier. Everything else. Workout, cosplay. I'm sorry. Workout, gold piece, YouTube, nothing. There was just no time. After the convention, I mean, fuck. The guy you're looking at right now is the after convention guy. Not like immediately after. I'm like a week separated. Oh, now 2 weeks. Man, life has a way of just eating up anything else you do. And that was the tier list. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was cool for you. That was pretty fun for me. I really want to try with this YouTube stuff. Uh, Life has been pretty difficult for the past month here, and I guess that kind of just brought me back to like how I was really thinking at the beginning of this year, and really who I wanted to be. You know, um, when I left high school, I deliberately chose not to attend any like college or anything like that, mainly because I didn't want to get in massive debt for no reason for a career that because I'm young, I don't really know where I want to end up, but in part of the reason I was confident in that decision is because I knew at the end of the day this is something that I really wanted to pursue. So here I am pursuing it. And I don't know, it just kind of always feels weird sitting here in front of a camera, putting your heart out there and hoping someone cares. Yeah, but here I am doing it again. And I really want to say that I tried before I move on from this pursuit. I guess. I guess you could say this is like my last genuine chance at this, and I don't want to say that my last genuine chance was me uploading 2 videos and then getting burnt out. I want to really put in my all throughout this year. So sorry for being a bad YouTuber, but I'm really trying. I'm really trying to uh, put it all out there. I'm just not very good yet, so bear with me. I guess I don't know. You're the one watching the video. Just click off if you don't like me. I'm gonna be doing some like gameplay stuff now. I guess I really like Deadlock. Um, I know I said like fighting games at the beginning of the year, but I'm probably just gonna do Deadlock just because I think the game's really cool. I'd really like to be good at it. I love the way they do movement and things like that. Um, all the characters are very cool. I'll probably be doing like a design talk video. I haven't thought out the details yet, but I do want to talk some design on them. You know, yeah, yeah. That's where I think I'm gonna go. I'll make that gold piece of video eventually. I gotta keep working on it. I just want to present it in a really nice way and like a nice edited way, so you know you can like actually give a fuck about it instead of me just reading a bunch of random like numbers to you. Yeah, sure, I could tell you a bunch of like interesting ideas that I've come up with, but that's not really compelling in a YouTube format. Like I want that to be actually a pretty good video. So you know, just wait, you impatient bastard. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna call it. Peace out, Girthlings.